Hey everyone, welcome to your weekly reading. This is Lauren with the Clarity Cure. Welcome back. So I have a new little setup. I'm just giving it a try. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. So I meditated, laid out all the cards. Let's dive right in. It's a weekly feel. Yeah, I just feel like doing readings. So sometimes yeah, I guess we could call it a weekly reading. I just don't feel inclined to necessarily um, put a date on it, although there's so much going on astrologically that I can't help ignore that either. You do have the Devil card, by the way, as your overall energy at the bottom of the deck. So that's kind of interesting. You know, we're back in all this Capricorn energy, very similar to the stellium we had in January 2020. So we have Jupiter, Saturn, the moon was just in Scorpio, and Pluto. Jupiter, yeah. So it's crazy. We are now being asked to review and assess kind of our priorities, relook at maybe some of the changes we thought we wanted to implement and switch up and change and release. And now we have this opportunity again. So it's all about self-love, self-being right now. When we're in retrograde season like this, there's not much to do but to reflect inward. So if you're really struggling, sorry, that was my dog, that's all the more reason to take an inward journey. Things might be bubbling up for you anyway. You were like, what's all this? You know, why am I experiencing all these emotions? So don't dismiss them. Don't hang on to them. Try to be non-judgmental and easy on yourself. Embrace your emotions. I wouldn't attach to them or define yourself by your emotions because old stuff, really old stuff, childhood stuff could be coming up too. So the idea is to release, recognize it, be an outside observer to your emotions. So when they come up, you acknowledge it, you say thank you. I've learned so much in my life. I'm not going to attach to that, how I maybe used to define myself by that label or by what I did that maybe put me in a box, and I'm releasing it, I'm letting go, and I'm moving on. So hopefully last night was the major eclipse, so I hope and you still have time, 2 days, 3 days pre and post, to put your list together of what you want to release. It's really, really important so we can bring in the new for the new moon cycle coming up, okay? And it was the final eclipse of the series of three, so keep that in mind too. It's like we're kind of, went through the cycle of the three, and now we're moving forward. Okay, that being said, Devil at the bottom of the deck. So, yeah, this is Capricorn energy. I feel this is all this energy that's testing us, that's moved back into Capricorn. This could be, like I was saying, a moment for you to look at your ego, maybe how you feel you define yourself, any, codependent tendencies in your relationships or addictions. And it's time to release these. Mm-hmm. It's time to admit to yourself that there's even a problem. Mm-hmm. Some people live in denial their whole lives, But when we ignore these things, it makes our life more difficult emotionally. We need to heal our pain if we're dealing with past wounds. Okay, so we can move forward. It's the evolution of the soul. We're here to learn certain life lessons, So Devil at the bottom of the deck definitely indicates that we are still moving through this energy of letting go of fear as well. A lot of us are in fear right now. We're giving away our power. There's a lot going on in the world as well. We are shifting into the Aquarian age. I talk about that a lot, but it's relying on our divine feminine intuition to find the balance from the masculine, but to question our values as well. Like, are we really where we want to be? Is how I was raised, like for an example, what I really believe in, like what really works for me. So, just something to keep in mind. Now, your first card out of the gate is what what you need to take a look at. So this is the Ten of Cups. Nice. I feel this is about gratitude. I feel this is about taking a look at what you do have, the abundance in your life, all the good memories, your aunts, your uncles, your sisters, your brothers, if you own a home. Ten of Cups is an amazing completion card. So you have a lot to be happy about, and you're to find your happiness from within. It's like my happily ever after card. It's about complete fulfillment. So look at the things that have brought complete fulfillment to you in your life. Very critical at this time. Don't worry so much about, oh, this is interesting. You got the Six of Cups. You got a lot of Cups cards here. You have, yeah, it's all emotional this week. Plus you have 1, 2, 3 major arcana out of 7. So pretty serious business going on here, emotionally speaking, and the universe behind us to push us forward to make change. So Six of Cups is sweet. Maybe you, like I was saying earlier, you have some feelings bubbling up. Don't worry so much about why they're coming up, okay? Or if somebody's coming back around again. We are in retrograde season, so that's pretty typical. Yeah, the memories are to teach us or help us, remind us how much we've grown. And even with all the work that I've done, I'm always tested to see I catch it, right? Like I'll have a weird thought that will come up and I'll be like, where's that coming from? And all of a sudden, maybe I'll like get caught up in the emotion of it. I'm like, oh yeah, you're testing me. Stop. Stop it. I learned that lesson. But even when we learn certain lessons, the one thing that I've learned is that you'll always be tested. Sometimes you have to go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into your pain. You think you're healed, but maybe you're not always, right? So anyway, the point being for the Six of Cups here is maybe some of you want closure as well. Don't worry so much about the closure right now this week. Focus on your happiness. What brings you happiness, okay? Be careful of the moon. Okay, so you got the moon card, major arcana. This is a Piscean energy. This is maybe not all is known right now, okay? Okay, so accept that maybe you have been dealing with projecting a lot of fear. We are still in a state of confusion with the coronavirus. Everything that's going on with the riots and the protesting and the shifting of our values. And it's going to take quite a few years, but we are definitely moving forward to change. So that's a very, very positive thing. But as we live day to day through it, it could be very overwhelming. Okay. So just be aware of that. Don't get too caught up in falling into an emotional, fearful state. Okay. This is about having faith and maybe regrouping. If you are struggling, trying to spend more time outdoors, clearing your mind, focusing on your gratitude, what makes you happy. If stuff bubbles up, don't hold on to it. Just catch it, recognize it, release it, say, I love you, I'm moving on, right? It's all about self-care right now, right? And being comfortable with the stillness. That's very difficult for many people. And if that's a struggle for you, that's definitely an indication that you're not paying attention to your life purpose. Okay, so just something to keep in mind. What do we have next? Another Cups card. We have the Four of Cups, and this is what you need to hold on tight to. That's interesting. So, yeah, opening up. It's time to open up. Maybe there's some offers here, or like just this reading is an offer to you to like shift and change and grow your life. And, maybe you feel stagnant. Maybe, some people get in such a state of depression that they can't see the light at the end of the tunnel, right? And that's when you know you need help, because we got to lift your vibration. We got to lift you out of the darkness so you can shake off the negative energy. So be open to change, be open to receive as well, okay? Yeah, sometimes it's waiting for happiness as well. but you're not really seeing what's there right in front of you. That's what I'm saying. Gratitude will help you shift your energy. Okay, again, this is what you need to focus on, okay? You need to take a look at what you have to be grateful for. Okay, Hierophant, learn to appreciate the values, the traditions, the the purpose of your life. Hierophant's a very spiritual being, okay, depicted here as like a pope or some kind of priest or priestess, all right? I was saying this in another video I did. It can go either way. I mean, many of us maybe got away from the traditions that were important to us. And that's an issue too. It's not always necessarily blazing a new trail to something new. Yeah, we want to question, maybe we'll find this energy coming up like, what do I believe in? But that's exactly what you're supposed to be looking at right now, okay? So this could be you need to honor a tradition in your life that maybe you left behind, right? Or just in general, like I just said, what am I going? Where am I doing? What's important to me? Okay. This could be about having faith. Okay. Honoring maybe a religion that's very important to you, or your spirituality, and you'll be able to make sense of everything as you move through this healing cycle that we're all going through, actually, for all of us. 10 of Pentacles, very, very nice. This is stop pursuing. Stop pursuing this. Of course, we want material abundance. We want it all, right? We want the car, the coins, the house, the family, the dog, the pet. So maybe that's what this is all about, like just shifting our priorities, that it's not so much ego-based. It's not so much of the toys. Yeah, we all desire, beautiful things, and there's nothing wrong with that, but are we at a sync? Okay, is the point. Are we at a sync with the ego? Like, I want this, I want this, I want this. It's very hard in the media today to decipher what is a reality between social media, and the millennials were raised in a different generation, so there's some confusion as to what's real and what's not, so it's how we were raised, right? It's what we believe in, right? So it can go that way too. Like, I tell my millennial daughter all the time, like, you have to focus on your heart and what you love and value the most in your life. And how I raised her was very important to me, as far as having an open perspective, but also knowing that she needs to keep her feet on the ground, and that the perception of the outside world does not define who she is. And that's what's really critical here. Yes, it's hard sometimes, especially for the young kids, to not get caught up in all of this, but it's up to us parents also to groom our children as well. But anyway, you get on that fast train, you get on that fast track of, I want the best job, I want the best husband, I want the best wife, I want to make all this money, I want the car, I want the $1 million home. Before you know it, you've really become detached even from your physical body, right? The body-mind connection is really critical, because we can develop health diseases too if we're too caught up with the outside world. We become disconnected, right? Because we live here in our head and not in our body, and we wonder why we get disease, or we wonder why we, die young, or the best die young, or there's variations to this concept, and everybody's life path is a little different. But overall, in general, it's really critical that we take care of our physical body. And our physical body is a barometer. When we have pain, it means something, right? Like, you're ignoring me. Hello, I'm giving you pain because you're not focusing in on your spirituality, your faith. Okay, you're focused so much on the outside that you've lost your perspective. And I think it's really critical, especially as we're going through these crazy times, that we have that harness of our faith and what we believe in and our values, and reevaluating them, and baby, where am I going? It's really, really important. So this is a time to kind of really look at all that. And And we're all actually being forced to at this point in time, astrologically speaking. It's this energy of like, and that's what we're supposed to do. So if you're struggling, that's what you need to do to kind of look at your life in general and what brings you joy and kind of recentering back into your body. Many of us lost jobs, right? So we lost some of our assets. So it's crazy, right? Like we're being forced. That's what I mean. Like we're being forced between COVID, job loss, the economy. All of a sudden, we feel like we're left holding this bag of, wow, the world has really gone upside down. And where do I fit in it now? What's my role in society? Final outcome card is the Nine of Wands. It's the only other card that you have that's not a cup card. Nine of Wands is needing to seek this energy of the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands brings illumination. Yeah, I was just saying that. Bring illumination to your situation. Notice how far you have come, and if you're tired of waiting and you're drained, please rest. A lot of my clients, sorry, I knocked the table, everybody's really tired because vibrationally you're shifting, right? And that's the way that you can clear your body, clear your energy, raise your vibration by staying positive, following your faith, being spiritual, meditating, doing yoga, doing some kind of body-mind connection exercises to kind of keep yourself grounded, okay? What else with the Nine of Wands? Yeah, it's a completion card. Nines are completions. So a cycle is about to close. Yay! I think it's this eclipse cycle. Yeah, is it time to step back and take a look of where we're going? Like I was just saying, this is the last hurdle. Don't give up. The cycle's about to close, so we need to step back for our answers, be the conscious observer of our lives. Where do we need to shift? Where do we need to create change in our lives? What do we need to release and let go of? Okay. So we can now really live in this energy and define what abundance does really, mean to us and happiness. Okay. Moon card again you had here. The moon card was 1, 2, 3. 3 is being aware. Be aware of what's going on around you because, yeah, this is not really seeing where you're going. And that's my dog as he knocks into my lighting over there. Cabot, go lay down. He's so funny. He's getting into some mischief here. No, Cabot, no. Trying to now get in the trash can. He's a little confused. He's 18. I started giving him pet CBD oil. And wow, just in 48 hours, I cannot believe the difference in how he's feeling and his energy levels. Is probably why he's getting into mischief. He feels better. Anyway, so moon card. Sorry, I digress. Moon card. Yeah, just, it's not to scare you. There could be some lies coming up. There could be some... And this is what the tough part is, because when we have to look at this stuff we try to avoid in our lives, like our shadow self, it's not easy, right? It's like, really? Shadow work's really important, though. You grow so much from it when you really acknowledge what you're fearful of. If you really acknowledge what you don't like about yourself. When you really acknowledge maybe something you've done in the past that you feel bad about or angry about or guilty about, okay? Because that stuff is what manifests in the body, right? Every thought we ever had, any negative thought and positive thought lands in the body. The body is a sponge, right? So anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you. Take a close look. Take the time out, guys, to really decide that you want more, that you're ready to move forward in your life. I think you'll feel better. I think we'll all be able to shift more and be part of the light workers of the world. Even if you're not a light worker, we have to shift to to the light, let go of the dark, shift to the light. And this is where we're going to find peace and completion and happiness, because we know we can rely on ourselves, right? So really, really important there, guys. But I'm going to leave it at that. Oh my God. So this was kind of cool. It was a little weird. It was a little different, putting the cards out in front of me and trying to, coordinate picking them up. I wanted to show them all to you first, but I didn't. That's okay. So I was doing my weeklies over on the gram, which I think I'm going to bring back here to YouTube. I'm going to go live on the gram once a month, in my Facebook group once a month, which I'm allowing people in for free. It's very private. So if you're looking for a private tarot, it's not a full tarot reading, but I will answer questions. It's the Clarity Cure Insiders group. You're more than welcome. I'll let you in for free if you watch this video. So I have my Facebook group, private. I go live on YouTube once a week, Thursdays at 5 p.m. Please join me. You can ask me a question there as well. Facebook group is nice because it's very private. I keep it very intimate, so more people feel like they can open up, because, YouTube is a, public platform, right? So there's a couple of options there. Now I'm going to go live on Instagram once a month, but I'm going to stick to my weeklies, my monthlies, my main videos over here at the Clarity Cure here on my channel. I am now doing energy healings and meditations on my new channel. It's just Lauren Larson. I would love for you guys to join me over there. I'll put a link in the description box below if you'd like to join me, or even in the eye in the sky. I'll get that all sorted out, just to bring more healing work to you guys if you're interested. What else is going on? I think that's it. I'm going to wish you all the best this week. God bless you, and we'll see you in the next video. Have a great night. All right, bye-bye.